I have contacted an attorney. He just said pay for the stuff, get your money, and then sue their asses off. What happened was I bought the boat. We came out here to move it to Yacht Sales West. And Richard said, well, I'm not going to be here, so you can't move it here. That left me and the surveyor on the day we were leaving to just sail straight across from Nanaimo across to Vancouver, because it's 60 miles straight across. A quick little sail. Said, no, I'm not going to be here. I'll get somebody else. And then he came back and said, no, you can't bring it here. I'm like, okay. So then we had to scramble to figure out where we're going to take it. In the last minute, we got arrangements at Campbell River. And so we had to sail in a frickin' storm from Nanaimo all the way to Campbell River in 30 knot winds. Some of the seas were 10 feet high. Now, that was a wicked ride. I mean, I ended up getting a little seasick, and I got frickin' thrown from one side to the other. Good morning, Dennis. But we ended up in Campbell River. And now what had happened was my dad had just died. And so I'm sitting in Campbell River after we did the haul out, and I'm going stir crazy. And I'm sitting there thinking, I am sitting on this boat. I had booked this time and my flights thinking I was just going to haul it across, do the inspection, start the repairs, sit down, go over all the stuff that needed to be done, come up with a checklist of what needed to be done, all kinds of stuff like that. And that never happened. So I flew home for my dad's funeral. Like, what happened was in November, I went to the 50th of the Edmund Fitzgerald at Whitefish Point. My dad died right after I got back. Then I flew out here. I was moving the boat. I was stuck in Campbell River. I went home in December for my dad's funeral. Then it was Christmas. Then right after Christmas, I kept looking at, why do I have to keep putting money into my account? Like, why is this coming out so much? It was supposed to be $100,000 at around $500, $506 for 240 months. That's 20 years. So why are they taking it? I realize they're taking it out every 2 weeks, and I look at the first form, and it says exactly that. You know, $506 per month for 20 years, which was my budget. And so I sent a text message saying, hey, look, they're taking $506 out every 2 weeks, bi-weekly. What's going on here? And I never got a response back. So I called the finance company, and they said, no, according to your contract, it's $506 every 2 weeks. And I go, no, it's once a month. They go, well, you better talk to the broker. I talked to the broker, and she goes, no, that's not our form. That's Yacht Sales West form. I'm like, okay. I don't know what's going on here. And we went back and forth for this a little bit. And I said, look, if I had known that it was going to be $506 bi-weekly, I would never have purchased it. I would never have bought this yacht because it's out of my budget at that time. So I would have said no to that right away. And I'm going by what this first piece of paper says, because that's the very first one I signed. And she goes, oh, well, let me give Richard a call. So she calls Richard. He sends me an email saying, they don't do any financing or have no part of the financing or whatever. And everything went quiet. And so I come out here 2 weeks later, drive out. If everybody remembers the drive on the way out, I stay at the Flying J. I send Richard a text saying, hey, listen, I'll be right over. I'm at the Flying J. I'm driving across Vancouver because I have to drive from south to north. I get over there on Grenville Island. Of course, it's real twisty and lots of people, like very narrow streets. Pull up. Walk into the office expecting to go over all these repairs done, because I'm thinking now I'm going to bring my boat from Campbell River down to Grenville Island for repairs. And all of a sudden, I walk in the door and I met with somebody in the office. I'm just wondering, like nobody's there. There's a little cubicle over there. And he's going, "Oh, it's you. I was just writing you a goddamn email. You come in here, you accuse us of trying to scam you. You get the f out of here." It's going, "We're not dealing. You're not bringing your boat here to be repaired. We don't want you around here, accusing us of this, that, the other thing." And I'm like, totally taken back, wondering what the hell's going on. I mean, I haven't talked to this guy in frickin' 3-4 months, like in any form of communication. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm here's this form. Let's just review it. And he's going, wait, and he goes, "Yeah, as long as we have this little conversation back and forth." I get him calmed down a little bit. And he goes, "Oh, as long as you agree that this isn't our form." And I go, "Okay, I'll tell you that it's not your form. Oh, sorry if I came across, funny, I got PTSD or whatever." And he goes, "Thank you very much for all that." And I'm thinking, when did we talk? Like, when did all this fucking shit happen? I mean, that's called gaslighting. And he's going, "But you're not bringing your boat here. The owner's coming down yelling at me. Finance is, yelling at me. So they don't want you here. And this is the last time you ever come into this office. You don't come into the office ever again. So you get your boat repaired and done up in Campbell River. And you just get whoever does it to bill us. And then we'll pay them." Well, that threw my frickin' financial plans even further out the fucking window. So anyways, that's what happened, and I ended up I'm still here trying to deal with all that. But when I was in Thunder Bay in June, because they convinced me to repair this generator, and I'd called White's Diesel. White's Diesel I said, "Okay, come down, I'll pay $100 and something to come down and diagnosis." 100, I think it was $150. They didn't know what it was, so they said, "Well, we want to rip it out and take it up to the shop and diagnose it there." Okay, so they did that, and I'm like, you know what? I just want to replace this fucking thing. Telling a story right now. I've got an autopilot. But anyways, I wanted to buy a new generator. I said, "Look, man, dude, this generator is small." And he's like, "Oh, if you're talking about one of those ones from, Home Hardware or wherever it is, those things are crap. They're not going to work on your boat. You have to plug them in. Everything's attached. They're not hardwired. The one you've got's all hardwired. It's designed to do that, And he gives me the name and stuff like that. And I talked to Richard. He's like, "Yeah, repair it. Okay, I'll take your word for it." And so they take it out. I talked to the guy when he's taking it out. It took a grand total of 15 minutes to take it out. And he goes, "Yeah, what I'll do is I'll write up an invoice, but I'm going to put down like 6 hours to put it in, 4 hours to take it out, 2 hours to diagnosis." And he gave me everything he was going to put in the invoice, or in the estimate. He's going, "That's just so you don't get shocked that if we say it's going to take 15 minutes to take it out and it takes 2 hours. So he's billing it high. I'm like, all right, I'm not signing it. But all right." He's going, "No, that's fine." So they go up there. It takes a month. They said it would take 10 days turnaround time. It took over a month to get that generator back. And then they plug it in, and it doesn't even effing work. I mean, it works. It starts, but it doesn't power anything. My other electrician came in, ran a cable, we plug it in, and it'll power the system for just a little bit. It just doesn't have the power. And after researching it, after I got back here, it was only a 20 amp generator, and I need 30. But anyways, they come back with a bill, and I'm like, Yacht Sales West goes, oh, do you want us to pay this bill? I go, I haven't even seen it, because they called me to ask for my credit card number. I go, no, I'm not giving you my credit card number. Yacht Sales West will be paying out of money that they're holding in trust for me. And it was $4,900 to repairs. I go, don't pay that. You're not paying that for a freaking that generator, which doesn't even work. You're not paying that. And then guess there were some calls made between them, and I'm at home in Thunder Bay, or in Winnipeg, and Junior from Yacht, or from White Steels goes, oh, I just spoke to Richard over at Yacht Sales West, and he tells me you're trying to scam me. So here's what we're gonna do: we're gonna come and repossess your boat with a bailiff. And I'm like, yo, dude, you're gonna call me? I mean, he's like, what? I go, dude, I'm the bailiff. I've been doing that shit for 25 years right after I went to law school. So just calm down. I go, I have no idea what you're talking about, so fill me in. Well, the scores. We'll go over the invoice. And he's going, well, it took us 4 hours, 2 hours to diagnosis, and then it took 4 hours to get it out. I go, it didn't take you 4 hours to get out. He goes, yes, it was. I was right there. I go, dude, I videotaped the whole thing. He's going, I was right there. We had to take the lazarette cover off. I go, dude, that was you're reading the estimate. He goes, it took us 6 hours to put it back in. I kept telling him, dude, I recorded all this. It's live. You can see the guy right outside. You can hear what they're saying. And yeah, they are, Jimmy. And I go, it's just, it's not happening. And then go, well, we're going to repossess it. I'm like, dude, do you have a written work order with an estimate from me? Because you don't have one, because I didn't sign one. The other guy verbally told me what it was going to cost. He's going, well, I do all the work orders. Well, you didn't do this one. So I'm back to the same thing. I went through all of that, and I'm in with all this crap. Just end up having to buy a generator anyways. The loan broker talked to Richard, the yacht sales broker. She told him that, no, that's your form. You're the one who scammed me. Richard's the one who scammed me, not the finance company. And so that's why he was gaslighting me. But when I was in Thunder Bay, he called me up and went, yeah, so I just talked to Junior over at White's Diesel. And I'm like, why are you talking to them? I mean, I told him I'm not paying that. I was going, yeah, we reviewed the whole thing, and we think that's a fair price. That's fair. And I'm like, what? 4 hours to take it out and 4 hours to put it in? Yeah, that's fair. I go, no, I'm not paying it. That's not. I've got the videos of how long it took it in to put it and take it out. Well, we pay. I go, that's just a scam. It's going, well, that's how we do it. I go, no, that's not how anybody does it. He goes, well, that's how we do it around here. I go, I don't care if that's what you do around here. I'm not getting scammed. I'm not throwing frickin' $3,000 out the window for work that was never frickin' done in a generator that doesn't work. There's a pause. I was saying, you fucking liar. You lie about everything. You're nothing but a fucking liar. And he goes on like that for a couple minutes, and he goes, you lied coming here and, accuse us of trying to scam you, and this, that, the other thing. And then he goes on. I go, whoa, just a second. I go, you just mentioned that thing that I scammed you about that paperwork. Yeah, I go, didn't we agree that didn't we talk about that? I go, and he goes, yeah. I go, didn't we agree that it wasn't your form, which we know it was. Then he goes, yeah. And he goes, why are you bringing that fucking up? I go, because you just messaged it, and you're saying that I accused you of trying to scam me. Yeah, you did. Was that during the phone call? Yeah. Not an email or text? Yeah. I go, well, there's no record of a text, email, and there's definitely no record of a phone call. And as for the other part, you pay me. You work for me. That's my money. You pay what invoices? Invoices come in, I tell you whether to pay them or not. We don't work for you. I'm like, whoa, okay, what? You don't work for me? No, we don't work for you. I go, well, if you don't work for me, what are you doing trying to negotiate a deal with White's Diesel after I told you to stay the hell out of it? That I would deal with it. What are you doing going behind my back? There's a pause. Because now he suddenly realizes he's been busted. You fucking cunt. You fucking thing. I want out of this. I want out of I'm paying this bill or whatever, and then we're gonna come and repossess your boat. It's like, holy crap. So anyways, that brings us to here. Well, first off, I'm gonna be putting everything online. Like, I mean, I just told you this story, which is actually gonna be very beneficial to me because I haven't really told it, and now I got it recorded. But I'm going to be putting the conversations online. It's just that they're stuck on this phone. I went to law school. It's just that I never went in to become a lawyer. But I mean, this is one of those things where they already know what happened. But I don't think the president of the company knows what's going on. If he does, then he's a crook and he's just going to get sued. If he doesn't, he's going to have to make some sort of amends and, and some restitution. So that was a saving grace because I was down to my last $4,000, which was on a credit card. And after that, I would have been literally fucking bankrupt. I'm a little better off than I was before, but then I'm worse than what I would have been if I had the original deal of 506.